Hello, everyone, and welcome to Screams from the Vault. Thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video, we will be looking at the story of Santa's sack was leaking blood. So sit back, lock your doors, turn down the lights, and let's open the vault.
Imagine it. It's Christmas Eve. Santa walks into your house with a big red sack. But instead of toys, it's dripping blood. Yeah, let that image sink in.
It all started on Christmas Eve, around midnight. The house was quiet, too quiet. Snow hitting the windows, the fireplace fading into glowing embers. I was half asleep on the couch, waiting to catch Santa, not because I believed anymore, but because the idea made the holiday feel magical again. You know, nostalgia, comfort. But then I heard the front door creak open, slow, soft, like someone was deliberately trying not to wake me up. At first, I assumed it was my parents coming back inside. But then I saw him. Silhouetted in the doorway was a tall man in a red suit, Santa hat, big black boots, and a massive sack slung over his shoulder. I actually smiled for half a second, like, okay, that's funny, good prank. But then the smile died. The sack wasn't stuffed with toys. It sagged heavily, misshapen, and worst of all, it was wet. Thick, dark liquid dripped from the bottom and smeared across the carpet in a long trail. I sat up instantly. Adrenaline hit me so hard I felt dizzy. This wasn't a prank. This wasn't right. I froze completely. I tried convincing myself it was shadows or snow melting off the bag, but then the smell hit me. That heavy, metallic scent, sharp, familiar, blood, fresh. My throat tightened. My heartbeat was so loud, I swore the thing, whatever he was, could hear it. He walked toward the tree, slow and deliberate, and dropped the sack beside it. It moved. The entire bag jerked like something inside was alive or dying. I whispered, barely audible, "Mom?" That was a mistake. The man turned toward me, and that's when I realized he wasn't Santa. He wasn't even human. His beard was filthy and matted like old cobwebs. His skin was grayish, and his eyes completely black. No whites, no pupils, just two voids staring straight into me. And then he grinned. Not a warm, jolly Santa smile, a wide, stretched, unnatural grin revealing rows of sharp, yellow teeth. Teeth meant to tear. I couldn't move, couldn't scream, couldn't breathe. Then the sack rolled slightly, and something slid out. A pale hand, limp, human, not a toy. Not wrapping paper, a body. He crouched down, dragging his long fingers along the floor. He leaned in close, way too close, until I could smell the decay on his breath. Then he whispered, with a voice like gravel scraping metal, "Naughty list." Everything in me snapped at once. I bolted off the couch, sprinted upstairs, and slammed my bedroom door so hard the hinges rattled. I shoved a chair under the doorknob, then backed into the corner, shaking uncontrollably. My hands were trembling so bad, I almost dropped my phone. I forced myself to look out the window. He was already outside, already halfway down the street, dragging the sack behind him, the body inside thudding against the snow every few feet. A long red streak followed him like a grotesque ribbon. He didn't hurry, didn't hide. He walked like someone who knew no one would stop him.
like someone who had time. By morning, he was gone. No footprints, no sack, no sign he had ever been there. Except the trail. That thick, dried trail of blood in the snow. It didn't end in the street. It continued, straight across the road, to my neighbor's house.
So now I'll ask you the question I've been asking myself ever since. If you saw Santa dragging a bloody sack toward your neighbor's house, would you tell someone, or would you stay quiet? Because if he's watching, if he's real, he already knows where you sleep. Let me know what you would do in the comments. And if you want more stories that ruin Christmas forever, make sure you like, subscribe, and join me again for the next tale from Screams from the Vault.